Hello, viewers of Kyusai! This is a message from Murado Corp. We're here to tell you all about the outlaws known as Denshattackers. These vandals have been wreaking havoc outside of the domes and causing chaos with all of their engines. If you see one of them, report it to our HQ immediately. Remember, see it, say it.
When you picture the outcome of the climate crisis, what springs to mind? Wastelands? A dystopia? Holding lawmakers accountable? Well, how about all of that? And repurposed trains used by outcasts to take down evil megacorps. Denshattack is the most thrilling indie game of the year, and the name of a stylish sport filled with train racing, clashing, and tricking. In a world where glass domes protect the rich, you're on the outside. It's just you, your friends, and a train that can do pretty much anything. Indie development studio Undercoders has cooked up this unapologetically stylish Tony Hawk-style 3D platformer, brimming with fresh ideas and an arcadey feel. If you're thinking about losing yourself in a bright and colourful dystopia, this is the indie game for you. Our enthusiastic ramen-delivering protagonist, Emmy, uproots her quiet country life when she learns about Denshattack, an electrifying sport taking the world outside of the domes by storm. It's all about raw speed, style, and skill, rewarding the outcasts who take to the tracks with a high reputation. With her spark for the sport ignited, Emmy leaves the island on a mission, to take on as many opponents as she can. This just as quickly turns into a mission to gather allies from across this near-future Japan, who all work together with you to take down the shady megacorp Miraido. Miraido is placing the privileged into air-purifying domes to protect the people from the climate crisis. They're assuming that those on the outside are just living off the scraps. But you don't underestimate what outcasts can do with scraps, especially when they're Japan's iconic Shinkansens, too outdated for the rich living in domes using high-speed train services, but perfect for Denshattackers to repurpose into high-speed, unregulated engines. You'll take Emmy's Beppu Star, a humble delivery train, onto the tracks to start. The controls for the trains are closest to games in the Tony Hawk series, with buttons that let you jump, drift, and brake, as well as switch tracks. You'll avoid obstacles blocking tracks, and aim for the best time, all while using tricks with the joystick to earn higher scores in the levels. With little time to practice, you have to get the hang of them as you go. The lightning-fast speed and creative ideas keep the game's pace much faster than the players. Perfecting every level on the first try seems an almost impossible task. But with every quick crash, or 6, comes a high-scoring trick combo. It was thrilling to have the game move faster than I could ever keep up, especially thanks to how consistent the gameplay stayed. The visuals may be absolute chaos, but my playthrough stayed bug-free and with minimal visual glitches. There are loads of accessibility options to help with these visuals. You can reduce speed lines, reduce motion blur, camera movement, and use full button remapping. It's still incredibly fast and very visually stimulating, but adjusting these settings makes a significant change, one that might help folks who find the visuals a bit too chaotic. But it's this chaos and fast pace that makes it so fun. You aren't slowed down by your skill level or the environment. From riding the wind to soaring through the air on zip lines, there's always a path forward. When there are no tracks, go off the rails. When there's water in your way, keep comboing until you can ride the Yaorodzu, the magic railroad. Most levels are short, but the different techniques you learn to keep riding make every level feel fresh. The world outside the domes is no longer an oxygen-deprived wasteland. It's filled with obstacles that you can use to your advantage, and plenty of different ways to keep your train moving. Just when you think you've been on a straight track for 3 seconds too long, it's time to head to an amusement park and ride the Ferris wheel. On your train, of course. Damn, he's a monster! The environment changes between each level. And each prefecture of Japan is treated as its own zone with its own unique theme. This keeps you always encountering new tracks, whether they're in the sky or in the middle of an active volcano. These levels each have their own sets of challenges, whether it's high-speed races against 100 trains, or igniting giant bonfires as part of the Daimoji Festival. The layout and challenges of these levels consistently feel fresh and unique. It's hard to say if I'd feel the same on a second playthrough, but some levels would almost certainly require a second run after you know what to expect. Every level has a rank, bronze, silver or gold, depending on your time, points scored, and how many optional challenges you completed. This ranking system and the fairly short levels mean that it probably lends itself well to anyone wanting to go for 100% completion. The rest of the game is just as stylish as all the tricks. It's crafted with a vibrant cel-shaded art style and a heavy Y2K aesthetic. It's unapologetically exaggerated and pop, giving off the same rebellious feel as games like Jet Set Radio or Hi-Fi Rush. It's this vibrant style that breathes life into the characters. The brilliantly rebellious Gyaru Yoshie oozes confidence and style.
Did somebody order a diva?
While the steadfast Yamagata is a natural-born leader and a rock for your other crew members.
Sure. Let's have some damn fun.
Emmy is the lightning rod that draws them all in, and she makes every race enjoyable with endless enthusiasm. She sometimes moves too fast for her own good, but her high ambitions and ability to knock some sense into others matches the high energy of the game perfectly.
When I'm around them, I feel electric.
Bronze ranking in levels unlocks more material for fanzines, magazines that you'll fill out that tell you more about the world and its characters. Just like a real fanzine, there are loads of talented artists who brought the in-game fanzines to life. Learning about the lore is an absolute treat for the eyes. The different trains also have just as much character, and it's not long into the story before you start switching to different rides. Every ride has different strengths and weaknesses, like the Road Fighter negating your first crashes but lowering your trick score. And you can always switch between these models between levels. Their inspirations shine through in each of their 3D models, and they're even more fun to use when you decorate them with different stickers and colours. This isn't the case for the occasional 3D character model or set piece, a couple of which didn't capture the vibrant art style quite as well. It's only noticeable during the few times that you stop for too long, but the game is often moving so fast that this isn't an issue. Most of the environment still works brilliantly with the pop art style. They're continuously colourful and a delight to ride through. These delights are all topped off by a stellar soundtrack, filled with a huge variety of artists. From Sonic Mania's T. Lopes to Shoji Meguro and Lotus Juice of Persona fame. Every song is wildly different, yet catchy and suited to the game's pop style. It keeps up the already high energy of this fantastic thrill ride. The wild visuals aren't always polished, and the super fast pace means that some of the moments and levels are resolved a little too quickly, but the consistency in the gameplay and the infectious high energy of the characters always kept me coming back for one more lap. Denshattack is always pulling out new obstacles to encourage you to find new ways to use your tricks, even if it may throw you in head first and just tell you to enjoy the ride. Hop on board, don't ask questions, and you'll be in for a thrill ride that will get you to your destination in no time. Thanks so much for watching this review. If you like what you see, have a look at Coastline Media's other reviews and check the website for the latest gaming news, reviews and features. And please make sure you have all your belongings with you when leaving the station.